Hey friends, it's Scott Kump with Kumpenstein's Compact Orchestra. My setup is undergoing some renovations at the moment, largely with the help of my father, Glenn Kump. He's done his part. Now it's up to me to complete the work, but I'm pausing from my work to bring you a series of announcements. You should start seeing the results of these renovations by the time the Christmas material rolls out. Speaking of Christmas, I'm jumping ahead a little bit to what should be the last one chronologically in my announcements today, but since we brought it up, those of you who live in the Fort Wayne area, and my apologies to those of you who live out of state or even overseas, those of you who live in or near Fort Wayne will get at least one chance to see me perform some Christmas material live this year. There's an organization in town called Redemption House. They have a residential program that helps women who are caught in bad cycles to start making better life decisions. It helps some of them avoid incarceration or break addictions, things like that. Very important work. They are having an open house on Thursday, December the 5th. It starts at 5 p.m. and that's here in Fort Wayne. Redemption House. I'm going to perform a small Christmas set as part of that. There's going to be other things going on as well. You can tour the facilities and things like that. So I will perform a 30 to 60 minute set 2 or 3 times. That's all still being determined. But again, that's Thursday, December the 5th. I will try to post something in print on the community tab of my YouTube channel, as well as posting it on my official Facebook page, Kumpenstein's Compact Orchestra. More immediately, we're in the month of October, and this year, rather than just post a single song for Halloween, I'm doing an entire Halloween series all month long. Now, I don't want anybody to panic. This is nothing grotesque, nothing that celebrates or trivializes the occult, not even anything all that scary. Just some fun songs, many of which you will recognize, hopefully all of which you will enjoy. Taking a lighthearted look at the season. I'm releasing one every weekend, and I did a total of 5, so I actually started the last week of September. As I'm recording and posting this, a couple of them are already on the channel. The others are coming throughout the month. I hope you enjoy them. Now, in a related announcement, there's a friend of mine named Tom Goss. He goes by Tom H. Goss, or Tom H. Goss, as they say over there. He lives in Wales, the country, not the animal. Knowing some of the smart Alex in my audience, I figured I'd beat you to the punch. Tom Goss, we've been part of the same online music community for a few years now. He is a brilliant musician, has a wicked sense of humor, and Tom also has his own YouTube channel called Monster Gab. And it is dedicated to classic and vintage horror. Primarily what he does is movie reviews, but he also occasionally talks about books or games, and even some things not related to horror, like his own music albums. There's at least one video where he talks about his Star Wars toy collection. You're starting to see why the two of us get along so well, even though we've never actually met in person. Anyway, it's called Monster Gab. Now, and it's a really well done channel, and some of you who've known me for a while are saying, well, Scott, we didn't even know you were into horror. Well, I'm not really. I mean, at least I'm not into modern horror. I've never really cared for slasher films, but I've always had a great appreciation for classic monsters. Dracula, the Wolfman, Godzilla. Tom does reviews of a couple of the classic Universal films. He does a lot of the Hammer horror films and some things more modern, including some independent films. And Tom, this is my main announcement, Tom has done a review of my Halloween series. I asked him to do this, but I did my best not to influence how he would look at it or anything. I just sent all the videos to him, I believe, at the beginning of September, and he actually did it more as a reaction video than anything, and it was actually quite enjoyable to watch. It was very complimentary, and so I hope all of you will check it out, his review of my Halloween series on Monster Gab. I'm including a link. If you're watching this on YouTube, the link is in the description. If you're watching this on Rumble or Facebook, you'll find the link in the first comment. So go there, check out that review, leave a comment, like it, click like if you like it, and while you're there, maybe check out the rest of the channel. Now, word of caution, Tom's appreciation of horror is much broader than mine. Some of the films that he reviews will contain elements that different people will find disturbing for different reasons. So viewer discretion is advised. Certainly parental discretion is advised. Kids, get your parents' permission. In Tom's defense, I don't think I've ever seen him post any graphic images or anything like that. And I do know that some of my family, friends, and followers are horror fans, and you will enjoy this channel. It's just really well done. And some people are wondering, well, Scott, if you're not really into horror, why are you talking so much about his channel? Well, first of all, Tom is a friend, as I've already mentioned. We've supported each other's channels for a couple years now. He's doing me a huge favor by doing this review. But also, Tom has a presentation style that is very engaging and often entertaining. Again, it's just a really well done channel. And I think one of the big reasons why I like what he does is he pays a lot of attention to the craft of filmmaking. He doesn't just say, well, this movie scared me and that one didn't. He will talk about story elements and the director and the cast and the decisions they make, cinematography, lighting, set design, costume and prop design, soundtrack, all the things that go into the art and science of movie making. And that is something that I appreciate regardless of the genre. So thanks again to Tom H. Goss of Monster Gab for doing this review. And, even if you're not into horror, at least check out the review and leave him a comment and thank him for doing this as well.